Hi, Molly, and welcome. This is Opportunities Avenue, and yes, in collaboration with the Baobab platform for Mastercard scholars across the globe, we are glad to interview you and know what you do and how you do it, so that at least I know there are a lot of people. Some for people who know you, like me, aspiring to be like you to get opportunities and go around the world and tour and all that and get internship experiences and job offers. It's good to talk to you today, and I'm sure you are going to unravel some of these things for our viewers to know how they could also land themselves into some of these opportunities across the globe at a free rate. Everyone likes free things. So good to talk to you. Please tell us who you are, what's your name, and who are you, Molly?
Yeah, nice to meet you, Matthew, once again. I am Molly Maureen. I'm Ugandan. I did my undergrad in HSC under the Mastercard Foundation. And through that, I got a lot of different opportunities. Um, I did different internships. I met different people, different important people. And currently, I'm working in Netherlands as a marketing coordinator at a company called Eurodev. And yeah, in a nutshell, that's probably who I am.
Right. Before we jump into the whole thing, can you tell us some of the opportunities or internships or fellowships or countries you've been to in your journey and what they're about and what you did to acquire them?
With opportunities, I've had different opportunities, most of them related to giving back to the community or developing novel projects and ideas that change the world. And one of the projects that I was in, it wasn't necessarily a project, but a competition kind of, that we had to create an idea that supports thousands of people in poverty. And these kind of things are one step to building your future. I mean, they show you what you like, they show you what you don't like. With internships, uh, it's always good to have an experience of different internships. I mean, some of my internships were not formal, they were very informal. I mean, talk to someone and then, can I just help you do this? I mean, you don't need to pay me, or you don't need to do this. Just have internship experience. Just be in that work environment, wear your formal clothes so that at least they don't get rusty and things like that. So that was my journey while I was still a student.
That's interesting. Please, can you mention a few of the opportunities you've had, some of the exposures you've had, some of these
Yeah.
things so far?
So one of the opportunities was going to Dubai for the Harvard Crossroads under the KELP program. That program was really life changing. And the other program that I went to was the Holt Prize. And I did several other internships with SOS, other internships with ZPay, and several other things.
Wow.
And all these came through different channels and different people. And yeah.
Right. So now let's see. What would you say, or how do you filter a job or interview to suit you, as in what you want to do? How do you search it? How do you filter it to make sure that this job is actually something that fits you?
Yeah. So different people have different methods. And it's sometimes very tricky and hard. It requires people to have an experiment and hate something to know they don't like it, or have another thing and they love it to know that this is what they want to do. But for me, I was very keen at what I wanted. I knew what kind of journey I wanted. I would take up any opportunity, I mean, for experiment purposes, go into it. If I don't like it, then I know this is not my journey. I would always look out for what the career service in Ashesi, we always have the career service supporting us on this aspect. So I would always look out for emails from the career service, check out what they posted, which kind of opportunities, am I good enough for it? I mean, if they send me an email on Goldman Sachs and I'm not Goldman Sachs material, I mean, I know myself, if I'm not Goldman Sachs material, I won't look at that. I'll look at the email, but I won't apply.
How do you
But
know?
if I
How
know
do
they
you
sent
know?
an
Sorry to cut you short. How do you know you are
because
not a Goldman Sachs material?
depending on the opportunity they are posting, if they are posting something concerning accounting or finance related, and you're actually someone who hates finance, then you will know that this is not an opportunity for you.
But you are good. You are good with application. So why don't you apply, and then when you get there, you learn to do it? Why do you just shade it off?
But yeah, I mean, you can be good at applying. Let me tell you, a lot of people are very good. A lot of people can write essays that can make them presidents, but they don't have the skills. And it's so frustrating if a company or anyone has to spend 3 months, 2 months training you instead of spending 1 week, 2 weeks, because you know the concepts, you know the things, So you have to know which kind of skills you have. What are your strengths? You don't just apply to something because you think everyone is applying, or because you are good at applying at something, You just have to filter out, this is not me, this is me, If your opportunity is to basically work, innovate around popcorn selling, and that's your field, then go there. I mean, you don't need to go to a banking field if you hate banking.
Right. Makes sense. What are some of the platforms you can say that people could use when they're searching for opportunities? Like some of those you had, how you heard about them, and many more.
Yeah. So one thing, the career office is always open, and that's
when you say career office,
quickest way to get.
Where is career office you're talking about?
The Ashesi career office.
What about people who are not in Ashesi?
Different schools. So I don't necessarily know how other schools are structured, but I assume most schools have career offices. Career office is a place that guides you, counsels you, helps you enter the job market.
What about people who are not in school? Sorry.
So that
I'm talking about people who are. What about people who are not in school? How do they get landed into the right opportunity?
Okay. So, as I was saying, the first one is, of course, the easiest one. You don't need internet for that. Career office. The next places to find opportunities, of course, the internet. People always claim that they don't have enough Wi-Fi or data or this or that. But when they get the internet, they use it to do, Facebook the entire time or Instagram the entire time. Why not go to opportunities for youth, opportunities for Africans, opportunity desk, and Baobab opportunity sector, and different other platforms where you can find opportunities. Those are places I always spent my time on. I would spend the whole day scrolling through opportunity desk to see which opportunity that looks like me that I missed,
Okay.
And from that, I got something that I liked and it turned out well. And the other thing is, ask people. People know information, If you don't have internet, I always ask my friends, I hear the summer is coming, do you have an internship? Or if the person has, or they know the company, are there other opportunities that someone like me can take up, things like that. People know, and if you don't ask, you will never know. It doesn't hurt to ask. So there are different platforms, and I always used all the platforms around me to get an opportunity or something going.
So, what are some of the challenges that you faced in navigating your way through these opportunities until you landed into something you felt, oh, I think I can settle for this and then actually work here? What are some of the hurdles you pass through?
Yeah, with challenges, I always face a few challenges like writing skills and being timid because of interviews and scared. But those were challenges everyone faces all. But one that I always knew that was there was I wasn't very outspoken in school. I was always in my room, go to school and do that. But at some point, you need to, get out of your comfort zone. So I knew people didn't know me. And how do I get people to know me? In an environment like where I studied or where I grew up from, you have to be on the map. You have to know teachers. You have to speak to them often. You have to be contributing in class for someone to know you. And I was always timid. So that was my biggest challenge. But how did I come out of it? So I always told my roommates, oh, we never do something. Can we try out something this week, this semester? Let's join this club or let's go and join a competition. And we decided to join the Hot Prize since it looked catchy, like $1 million. We applied and with a very, very stupid idea, but we applied and we didn't get through. Well, not only because our idea was stupid, but I believe because we were not outspoken, or even when we were presenting, we were not ourselves. And I noticed that there are other channels you can use to find those kind of opportunities or apply to Hot Prize. And then I applied on the Hot Prize and I got accepted. So by getting accepted via a different channel, I got so much confidence to continue doing these things. Not only one way, but have another way. If this way fails, the other way might, be good and you might get accepted into something. So I was always, looking for different channels. What's the plan B? And yeah,
Wow,
kind of got me going.
that's interesting. I mean, that just reminded me of my experience as well. And I think I've been telling people that the road to success is the starting point. Once you get the starting point, once you start, you can know, okay, maybe you didn't go through this. Oh, yeah, I applied to this, I didn't get it. But then you had lessons you learned, and you are going to replicate some of these lessons in other. I've met some people who are like, oh, I want to start this business, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then some of them in school will be like, oh, I'll do it in my second year. For now, I'm studying the environment. Some are like, oh, I'll do it next year. I have this business plan. I'll do it after school. I'm like, look, the more you delay, the more you forget about the idea. But if you think of an idea, you think this idea is feasible and you just start it, you get to learn. Like, you just learn it. Like the way you did with your Hall Prize and others. I saw you on campus and a couple of places to be someone who, you are not afraid to lose. You just go on. Come on. It doesn't pain or you don't lose anything unless the only things I don't apply to are sometimes applications that demands me to pay some fee before I apply, which I don't even have.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see them.
I understand there are those kind of applications. You just have to be really, really sure that you want to go there or you want to meet those kind of people. Besides, I don't think it's worth paying a fee to join a program.
Yeah. I mean, these programs these days, we don't even pay to join them. It's free. But then, so success is all about everyone's mindset and what they want to pick up. So, for instance, on Baobab platform, when you go to Baobab and you check the opportunities board, every single day, different categories of people post opportunities there, ranging from whatever field you want, maybe media, engineering, even if you're a doctor, medical doctor, like you will find every opportunity you want there. But then people feel reluctant, just clicking. It's free. People have done research. They filtered jobs and posted there. Just go click, and then you can even get guidance to apply into this opportunity. Can you just list some 5 points that you would give out to people who are watching you right now?
Yeah. So I think the one that I would stress on, the two ones that I'll stress on is, well, always don't use one channel. Trust me, it never, one channel always doesn't work. Some people are very good with grades. I was never good with grades. Some people are really, really good in class. So that channel works well for them. A company looks at their grades. I don't know whether they do that, but when they look at their grades, they want someone like that. But some of us, we need multiple channels. We need to have good grades, and we need to look at opportunity desk. We need to also ask people and all those kind of things. So use multiple channels to find opportunities. The other thing I would suggest is know people. Know people. Your circle should be rich. You can have some funny people, you can have some, other people, but also know some professional people in your circle. Just in case of anything, you should at least be able to pinpoint, oh, Molly can connect me to someone in Uganda who can, who I can stay with while I'm on my trip in Uganda and things like that. So that way, if you build more connections, you can easily get out, along with anything job related or other fun or other aspects that you might be looking for.
Exciting.
With other things, it's basically the normal finding opportunity things, boost your CV and things like that, Those things are everywhere on the internet. You can just Google, how can I get opportunities? And then a bunch of them pop up, which includes edit your CV.
Yeah.
So to advise.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for this wonderful insights. I'm sure people are going to have a lot of questions for you after watching this, and we are going to pose them back to you. People could comment their questions and all that.
I took all the opportunities that came my way, actually.
You can juggle all
I
of
did.
them.
A strategic plan with all the people that I work with, or the opportunities if I need to work for 3 months, just 6 months, I never threw away an opportunity. Wow. Even right now, I can't throw away the opportunity.
Right. So guys, maybe so that's another point. Never throw away an opportunity. Find a way. Even if you don't want to work in that company, keep the conversation, the relationship going on. Right. There was a company I got an offer to work with, and I saw them. I'm like, hey, I wanted this. And after a series of interviews, like assessments and simulations, I got into the offer, and I got the offer, and I realized I couldn't juggle that their expectation with my academics, because I was still in school by then. And I'm like, so I actually went for work like 3 days, and I told them, I sent them a very nice email explaining reasons I applied, and then the offer, and the reason I'm not able to continue with them because of my school and other things. And the HR was actually excited. Yeah. She was like, oh, we understand you perfectly, and thank you for this communication and blah, blah, blah. And whenever you want to come, our windows are always open to welcome you and all that. So I think communication is key as well when you get opportunities that you think you are not willing to pick up at a certain point in time. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So
it's worth it. I'm sure, Matthew, you should hold another one of your opportunity avenue for how to keep relationships. Networks.
Yeah, I think we should do that. Networking. Well, would invite different categories of people. Yeah, would have a session where we'll talk about that. Baobab is actually good. The team there, and they can talk to us about some of those ones. Mostly Baobab Summit and others. They talk about networking and how you can, they pair you up with different people you've not even seen before to pick up some exercises. And at the end of the day, I've made a lot of friends from that. So right now I can say the only country, even in Africa, I don't have a friend in is in. We'll talk about that later. So but it's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot.
Connections.
It's you are from Uganda and you are my friend, so you can imagine. So I keep that relationship. I learned that from Baobab, the summit that was in 2017. Yeah. And from then I've learned to keep my network and communication skills with people. And it's actually, it's worth it. So we'll talk to you. We'll get people who want to ask you questions. We'll pose them back to you. You answer them, and then I'm sure it's going to help them in now and in their future careers. So please make your window open for us.
I hope so.
Thank you so much, Molly. Please subscribe to
Always,
Opportunities
always.
Avenue. And when you get any job or internship or any opportunity that you feel you are not in a position to take advantage of it, or you mentioned some opportunities earlier on, don't hesitate to post them on the Baobab platform under opportunities board, and people can always go there and check it out, or you can forward it to us, Opportunities Avenue, and we'll post it for you. Thank you so much for your time with us, and we hope to talk to you
You
again.
are welcome. You are
sometimes.
welcome. Yeah, I mean, I'm always open.
Yes. Take care of yourself.